Hello everybody, welcome to Speletons. I'm Zinker, he's Derek, and this is The End Is Nigh. Yours.
The End Is Nigh.
Anyhow, so this is made by Edmund, what's his face? Edmund who's it, what's
what they call me.
He made Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy. And
no one ever
kind
of like the same art style.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say it kind of looked like it had that art style.
Yeah, so this is another super hard game. A lot like.
Why?
Oh, is there no subtitles? Oh, there's no subtitles. Okay. I'll just skip this. I feel bad.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No. Oh fuck.
Okay, there we go. Let me see here. Were there subtitles? No, there's not. Okay. Well, maybe I'll put like the full thing somewhere else. I don't know. Anyhow, so this is Ash. That's his name. He does Let's Plays like us. And
Nice
it's like
Ash.
TV died. Ash. Ash, Derek.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Ash?
Yeah, it's a nice Ash.
Okay. So, anyhow, I don't really know much about this game. But, I've seen, like, the first few levels played. I just know that, like, there's limited wall jumping, but it's otherwise a lot like Super Meat Boy. So, you know, that's cool. I expect this to be a really hard game. I already died. Alright, so Derek, you have some stuff. You have some stuff to, you're the stuff guy today. So,
yeah,
tell us some stuff.
So, yeah, yesterday was a whole thing.
Or a whole thing. Wow. Usually it's just like one thing.
Yeah, no, yesterday was a whole thing.
Oh wow. Changing it up, huh?
Yeah. So for Cosplay Troop, we had to, or we didn't have to. We were contacted by people from Geneco that were like, "Hey, we're doing this. We have our own convention." Yeah, Geneco. It's another college, SUNY Geneco.
Oh, okay.
They were like, "Hey, so we have this whole this convention that we're doing. I see you guys do a show. Would you like to do something here, like a show or whatever for us?" And we were like, our original plan was to do the chess show that we did at Snowfest. But we realized that's not going to work out because like getting people there would be a whole problem, and not everyone would be able to make it. So we instead decided we'll just show a couple of
method. The pull-out method. Fantastic. All right. Anyhow, sorry. Continue. You'll see that in a second. He calls that method the pull-out method. That hurt.
It's good to pull out. So yeah, we decided what we'll do instead is when we go, we'll just show it. We'll just like we'll figure out like which fight. We'll just do a couple of like the fight scenes that we do, and then we'll talk a bit about chess and whatnot. So Geneseo is like half an hour away. We've been communicating with them for a while about this because like they contacted us a while back, and so we had some friends. I didn't see much of it, but I know yesterday during the chess rehearsal, because like we had chess rehearsal from like 12 to 4. We were supposed to perform at Geneseo at like 7, so we were gonna leave around like 5. After our rehearsal, we were gonna figure out some semantic stuff, and then like after our chess rehearsal for like Torcon chess, we were going to go figure out some like semantics, and then leave around 5 to get there at 5:30, so we have plenty of time to like figure everything out and whatnot. So I guess Aaron was like frantically messaging back and forth with them yesterday because there was some confusion with things. I didn't exactly see what it was all about though.
Okay.
This is during chess rehearsal. So originally, so one thing, they wanted us to go there and this is a charity event, but they wanted us to go there and perform, and they also wanted us to pay admission for the event.
Oh.
Which is weird because normally if you like do something like that for college events like this, usually if you're gonna like perform or like be a guest or whatever, usually you don't pay to be there, because usually like just you being there is like that it's supposed to be a draw. So they guilted us kind of into paying because like it was a charity event. They said they got it down to $5 per person, which was like still kind of like a little ridiculous. We were just gonna pay for it with Troop. Like we were gonna just cosplay Troop was gonna pay for it for everybody. We had like 14 people going over there total, so it wouldn't have been terrible. I didn't actually have to perform for anything, but because it was a convention, I figured like I should cosplay. So, I was like, I didn't decide which one to wear yet, but I brought Misere and Team Skullgrunt with me, to rehearsal, and I was like, afterwards I'll change.
Mm-hmm.
And so afterwards I was like, all right, I kind of want to cosplay. I probably should cosplay there because it is an event, or con. I could either do the sexy cosplay or Misere, and
What'd you choose, Derek?
I chose Misere. The
Wow.
joke. I guess the joke was missed there.
The Misery. I guess your joke is that Misery isn't the sexy cosplay.
Team Skullgrunt is. Anyways,
I didn't hear you say Team Skullgrunt at any point.
Yeah.
But you know what? Now that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, I worked on that joke for a while. I ran it by my team of writers. They said they'd get back to me.
I see.
A week later, they came back with that.
They came back with that.
So I was eager to use that joke. I used it earlier, but no, I said I basically said to like Erin, like I don't know which one I should cosplay, and she's like, and she was cosplaying Kyu because like that's the fight she was doing from Honey Pop. So
right.
I was like, or she was like, well, I'm already kind of like bringing the skank, and I was like, that's fair. I guess I'll do that too.
Shit.
So I went with Misere.
Okay. That's
so
fine. That's fair.
That becomes relevant later.
Okay.
So
He swears that becomes relevant later.
So we leave around like 5. We get there at like we leave around 5:15 or so. We get there around like 5:45, like 6ish.
Right.
So we get in. I'm trying to remember. Oh, so when we pull in, and we like as we're trying to figure out we pull into the parking lot they told us to park in. We're trying to figure out where exactly to go to get to the building we're supposed to go to. We see some people from Troop, and like so as we're figuring out, we see some people from some people from a different car that went up there walking by. So we're like, hey, did you guys like figure out where the building is? And they're like, yeah, we asked these people, and they were heading there, so we're just following them. So we're like, cool. We get out of the car and we start working over there. In the group chat we had set up, someone in a different car posted, apparently they got pulled over.
Wait, who did?
One of the different cars. I'm not gonna like I went out everybody in the car.
Like people from your
people that were going there. Yeah, we took a bunch. We had 14 people going. We need to have a couple cars.
Gotcha.
So one of the cars on their way there got pulled over for I think it was for speeding. I don't know if he got a ticket or not. That was very unclear. But in that car, so there was a person driving who looked like a normal human person. Sitting in the passenger seat was someone dressed as Taco from Adventure Time, which is essentially like an elf. Like she had elf ears and everything. Right. In the back is a guy cosplaying a Toho Alice Megatroid, I think is the name. Basically like like a kind of like frilly girl. Next to him in the back seat is a body pillow.
Wow.
I can only imagine the cop apparently like walked around the car. He walked around the right side of the car.
What I hope he did was he walked, looked in the car, then just got back in his cop car and drove off.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Is that what happened?
I wish. I don't know what actually happened, but exactly. But I was like, I wish he just like walked. I wish the story went. He walked around the car like like knocked on the window. He rolled the window down, looked in the car, saw like everything, saw the bipod, and he's like, "Have a good night, sir," and just walked away.
Have a good night, everyone. Oh no! Shit! No, fuck. That's all right.
They ended up getting there. They got there. So they did get there.
This is bad.
So when we got in,
I just go back.
We found like a spot to like just like set our stuff and settle. Aaron and Callum, since they're vice president and treasurer, went and found the people who were running the thing and like got to get everyone registered. When they came back, they said, "All right, so we don't have to. So like they're not gonna like charge us for admission or whatever. But we're also not gonna go on till 8:30. The original time we were supposed to go on was 7. They were having an auction before us. Apparently, like when they schedule it, they just like schedule us at the same time as our auction. So that was kind of like a problem, or not. They scheduled them to where they were going to be overlapping. So they had like a charity auction going on. They were expecting to go like 8:30. So here's the other thing that was like started to become pretty evident once we got there, like before they even got back. And like when they got back, like they mentioned it, and like it just kind of confirmed it. So, there wasn't anyone else really in cosplay when we were there.
Okay.
In fact,
I thought it was a cosplay thing.
So, see, we were told it's a gaming convention. So when we look and like if you look around, you may have the general demographic was mostly guys in their 30s. There.
Okay.
So it turns out what they meant by gaming convention is actually they meant like a board game convention.
Oh. Okay.
It's because like they're like clearly like D&D stuff set up around it, whatever.
All
so
right.
This is like their Rudicon. Like we have like if you remember Rudicon.
I don't know
here.
What the hell Rudicon is.
Okay.
Derek.
It's like so you know how we have RWAG, our board game club.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, so we have so apparently, Geneco doesn't have like separate clubs like we do. We have like, we have Cosplay Troop, EGS, like electric or like video games essentially club, anime club, RWAG, the board game club. We have all sorts of separate clubs. Theirs is all they have basically one nerd. That's all they have is just they're one nerd club.
One nerd club, okay. So they're one nerd club, and that's what that is.
So like
nerd. I know I said club like a furry for some reason. I'm sorry. And I said it there again. So yeah. I don't know. Look, I've been going undercover.
So
that's my excuse.
What ended up happening is we basically just like so we got there. It was like 6 when we got there, and like got all this figured out. So we basically had 2.5 hours to just do nothing. The only thing they had going on was they had like a room with like some vendors. And
so it's like
they had their
small
auction.
Con.
It's but like all the like I said, like all the people there are like they're like guys in their 30s mostly. So like the auction, is that it's a charity auction. I was like, if it wasn't like ridiculous, I actually may have like, and I had money to throw away, I may have actually like bid on this for the auction. One of the things they auctioned off was a bag of bagels. You know how much that bag of bagels went for?
How much?
$40.
I honestly believe it.
It was like just like a sack of bagels.
Dude, somebody once GoFunded or crowdfunded somebody to buy a sandwich. It raised $1 million fucking dollars.
So you know what followed the bag of bagels?
What?
A box of donuts. You know how much that box of donuts went for?
$80.
$205.
205?
Yeah.
People are dedicated, man.
I mean, it's a charity auction, so it's going to charity anyways. Apparently, that's because like this is the first time they've done this convention. Apparently, that's their big item is the box of donuts. That's like their thing that just people like bid a ton on, for whatever reason.
Every time, too.
It's for charity, but so like
I like how you keep repeating it's for charity, so
that kind of justifies it, kind of. But basically, like, we had nothing to. So all we did pretty much, we just like sat, like, we just like found like a set of tables, just like kind of sat there. We're all in cosplay mostly. There were a couple people that weren't because they were just there to like do stage ninja stuff.
Right.
But like, we're all just kind of there in cosplay. No one else is. We're all mostly. None of us are like very So I felt really bad for Aaron.
Right.
So there were a couple characters that were very recognizable. There were Santa and Guy Fieri, because they're, Santa's Santa and Guy Fieri is, well, he's Guy Fieri. There was Taco and Loop from Adventure Zone, because Adventure Zone is like a D&D podcast sort of thing. And it's tabletop convention, so it makes sense people recognize them. Despite the fact that they don't actually have fleshed out character design.
Right.
And you know who was most recognized after that? Or actually, who was most recognized of all? Yeah, Aaron as Kyu from Honey Puff.
Yeah. I like it, like, of all. Like.
Yes, she had the most people come up to her and be like, or she had the most people recognize her.
Yeah. Oh man.
And like,
no
it's all
belly
guys
fans, huh? Just all about the fucking.
Zinker, I think they were just happy to see someone from the series. The fact that people recognized Aaron was like, Aaron was embarrassed to be recognized because of the people recognize her, or A, because of like the game, and B, because of the people recognizing her.
Oh yeah, they're like all 30, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what you said. That's right. And, I remembered a detail of a story you told me, Derek. That's
so when
new.
When it got to be like half an hour or so before we were supposed to do stuff, I was like getting annoyed because like my wig was starting to like annoy me for Mizure. So I was
wait, Derek.
Derek, what?
Derek, you know what? Next time on Speletons.
Sure.
Bye bye.
I did know what. As soon as you started saying that, I was like, yeah. Cut me off. That's fine. I have more to go with.